gentlemen, I give you one last quick video for this year, 2021. We are going to just do a quick go over of this 1968 Gottlieb Domino. This is a popular game. It seems to be sought after. After getting it, then that's what I just happened to realize. But this is one of Gottlieb's wedge heads. You notice, most of you that are watching this probably already know all this stuff, but the wedge design was kind of unique to Gottlieb. Sorry for that reflection of the light in the back glass there. But this is, the wedge heads are single player games. They're popular. What is nice about the single players is that because they're electromechanical, there's no computers or anything like that, but any of the features that you obtain throughout your game, or rewards that you might get, you know, in reaching different goals, they actually play through the game, because if you don't know, these old electromechanical games don't have any memory. So if I was to have this as a 2-player game or 4 or whatnot, then everything has to reset per ball, every ball. So going over this game, let's take a quick look up at the back glass. This back glass is mint. Not a scratch on it. I'm saying that, and I'll probably find one as soon as I say that. I guess the theme is playing dominoes. Some giant dominoes yet. And I'm just now noticing this, but the girl is making a mistake by, well, actually they can both see what's going on, even though I'm not paying attention. She's showing off what domino she's gonna play. He looks kind of confused. Got this, I'm not sure if I can do this, or if I'm even sure how to play this. She's got her Wonder Bread dress on there, polka dots. The colors are real nice. I don't know how well this camera's picking it up. Gottlieb, Chicago, Illinois. I work in Chicago every day. I wish these places were still open. You get this couple in the background. I don't know if they're singing or whistling. He just looks like he's lost in the music. Or he's got a rotator cuff problem or something. A painful look on his face. She's over here playing guitar. Looks like possibly a G chord. I don't know, they're just having fun. Check out these claws. Alright. Gottlieb Domino. Got some flashing lights in the sign. I try and do that with all my games if possible. I'm going to show you something about this, a little Easter egg I found. I'll mention that at the end of the game. But there's your credit window. There is an add-a-ball game to this titled Playmates. And big difference is it's the same game, but certain states back in the day considered pinball to be gambling, whether it be winning money, winning replays. In this case, that would be how many free games are on the left on the machine. That's what you win. On Playmates, what's different is this is covered up. You won't even see that, it's just a guitar case. It says Playmates as the title, but you'll see something that says balls to play across here, and it has 1 to 10. So with an add-a-ball game, you would add a ball for achieving different awards or a different score, a good score, and the number would go up. Usually add-a-balls count down how many balls that you have left to play. So the cabinet, I didn't pull this game out, from the wall or the collection or separator or anything. I'm just doing a kind of impromptu video. In all honesty, I got this awesome little camera from my wife that I'm getting to try out for the first time. So if you guys are watching me break this thing in, I really have no clue how to use it yet. So this is a game that I picked up from a guy in the Chicago area that his dad was a doctor, and in his office, I guess, one of his patients happened to have a pinball route, and basically this guy, the doctor had asked him, what games do you have that I can take home? Well, this being a 1968 game, Christmas of I think he said 1969 or 1970, this guy, his dad had brought it home, and this was set up in their living room for Christmas morning. So if it was en route, it wasn't en route long, and it had sat in their basement since they moved it after Christmas Day, since I think he said 1969. So I'm just now seeing it. I've had the game for about a year. I'm just seeing this up here. There's some scores written on here. 85, 56. I can't really see who it's by. Who made the score? I think that's just kind of cool. I mean, unless people are carving, curse words and stuff in the games, and other than that, I try and keep it nice as possible. But this is all original. This is the condition that I got it. You get some stains, like it might have had something set on it and dripped. The side art, good shape. Got a couple little scuffs from over the years, I'm sure, putting stuff next to it. And kids being kids. This side, about the same. In fact, I think this little scuff right here, that's from me with the straps in the truck when I moved it, unfortunately. A little bit of paint chip, around the edges. These things weren't made to last as long as they did. They were made to last a few years. They're just made out of some cheap plywood, put on route, make some money, and replace them. Well, quality sometimes came by accident then. They didn't realize how good a job materials and their efforts were. Not like today. But anyway, still got the manufacturer certificate on there. Never actually read one of these. This machine is designed and manufactured to be operated exclusively as an amusement device. It is approved for transportation in immediate commerce under section 1178 or title 15 blah blah blah. Is amended by this. Is not subject to federal occupational stamp tax on coin operated devices, having been excluded from sections 4461 of Title 26 U.S. Code. Model Domino Serial 03947. I think these are so cool, especially if they have like a vendor sticker on them too. But anyway, let's move down to the playfield. Playfield, when I got it, the guy said it's been stuck in tilt and that the motor wouldn't stop working. So a few things that I look at on that, but because it was in a basement, it's not always the warmest, or who knows. But this wood does have, I mean, the game is in excellent shape overall. No cracked plastics. But if you look close, we have a little bit of, this is called planking, when you got these vertical lines. Basically what it is the, with the hot and cold, the wood expands and contracts, and these little tiny lines, I can't even feel these with my fingernail, but the paint splits and little bits of dirt and everything get up in there. You know, that's where the paint is split. I can actually feel that with my nail. But the inserts are all level. I think there's some more planking. You know, you got typical, actually this is actually very light wear for around kick-out holes. These numbers printed on the original bumper caps, those were pretty faded, so that's the only thing that I actually replaced on this besides your typical rubbers and ball and everything else. That's the only plastics. Just I tried coloring them in with a marker, and to me it doesn't look right. It is missing this little cap nut here. The stickers, this is a roto target, is what this is called. Basically you hit certain things, we'll go over the rules here, advances this thing, and it basically spins around. You get different point values. And this one being domino, those are dominoes. My wife likes to play dominoes. I'm awful at that. But basically, I'll explain the rules in a bit. But this is something else. I had some stickers made by my good buddy Mike to basically cover up that they get worn from the ball hitting them. So sometimes it wears off, you know, what you want to see. So he was nice enough to make me a new set of stickers, just direct replacement, go right over it and it's done. Got 6 side targets, these three here. I may replace them, I probably won't though. But they have this little target pattern on there. You can try coloring in with marker, but maybe I'll just do it right and replace them. There's some more people playing dominoes, staring at each other's. Well, at first I thought they were staring at each other's domino, but they're eyeballing each other. And then you got this one over here. And these two playing guitar. I'm not quite sure what the focus is. If it's more playing dominoes, maybe some teenage love going on, crushes, whatever. Here's this guy from the front that's on the back glass, still freaking clueless of what the hell he's doing. And now she's looking at her domino or just sleeping, waiting for him to make a move. Let's see. See, some of this I'm learning as I go over this with you guys, because I don't usually get a lot of time. You know, I'd rather play, and I'm always working on this stuff. I don't pay attention sometimes to the art, but this dude, I think he looks like the same guy with that shirt. He looks like it could be that guy on the back glass with the rotator cuff issue. Now he's giving this chick the eye. She's the one, well, maybe it's the same couple here too. That makes more sense. Not sure what's up. I don't know who this third girl is. You got this couple, that couple, and this looks like it could be the same guy, but this is a different girl. Who knows? Same as it. So anyway, playfield's in good shape. The inserts, very little cupping. You got a little bit more planking down here. A little bit over here, but it's in good shape. The apron, well maintained. Gottlieb was known on a lot of these games for putting the ball count in the apron. Obviously I have the glass off right now for some of the reflection. But balls in play, 5 ball. You can change out these scorecards too. You know, this is on pretty much any game. There's your 3 balls per play. If I could switch it to that. But I like these set on EMs for the most part. I like set on 5 balls. Replay cards, 4,000, 46, 52, and 5,800 points. You'll get a replay up top here, and it's set up, it won't go over 5 replays max. Because some people get really good at this game and they can crank it out all day, then the operator doesn't make any money. Coin door is in good shape. A lot of these end up rusted. My airport was really rusty. It looks like at one point, just like any of them, somebody says, ooh, money. They're gonna play around with this and get this pried open. I tried prying at the front of it a little bit here. That's not enough on that coin door to make me want to replace it. Maybe I'll push the dents out a little bit. We'll see. All the stuff I say I'm gonna do, sometimes I don't do it because I get other bigger projects in. And this is an overall good, original game. Okay, we're looking at 68 Gottlieb Domino. Let's go over the rules here real quick, or at least what you're trying to do. Every game, as a friend of mine on another channel, you got to check him out too, at Joe's Classic Video Games. Ron, he always puts out great videos. Some of these ideas I picked up from him, but because what he says makes sense. Reading the rules makes the game more fun. Points are scored as indicated. Hitting roto target, remember we talked about that. When corresponding domino is lighted, scores domino advance and 500 points. Hitting star roto target scores domino advance and 500 points. Completing domino advance lights special awards 1 replay. Matching last number in score to number that appears on backlash after game is over awards 1 replay. That match on any of these games, if you've never noticed, at the end of every game, a number somewhere will light up. It could be at the top, it could be here. This happens to be a 1. If it happens to match, it's all random. If it happens to match this last digit in your score, you will get a replay. That's just kind of a little extra bonus in the game to keep you interested, keep you playing. So anyway, what's happening here is obviously your goal is to get the highest amount of points as possible. It's going to stop at 99.99 and then just roll right on over. But the secondary goal in this is you have these dominoes. Okay, and I don't know if you could tell by the images, some of these are inserts that are lit. Like see how this 4 is lit? Okay, so what happens, you're going to start out here, this 5 will be lit. If I can land the ball in one of these lit rollovers, I will get 100 points instead of 50, and I will advance. So I am advancing from this 5 to this 3, the next domino basically. That's where it works its way around. Here, 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 everywhere my finger's pointing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 positions. Okay? So by doing that, you advance the domino, and these positions happen to change. I don't remember if it's with every ball or every time something advances. When you advance that, what you also do, see how this is 10 points when lit? They all say that? Well, right now, I'll block my light here. That's not lit, so that would be worth 1 point. 10 points because it's lit. 1 point because it's not. So basically, your yellow and red will alternate. Every time something advances, these will alternate. If I land in either this kick-out hole or this hole, either his or her holes, I'm going to get 500 points and spin roto. You get multiple things going on here. You're going to get 500 points every time you land in that hole. You're going to spin the roto target. It'll spin to a random number down here. And it will also advance your domino. So what happens when you advance this domino all the way around is this will light up, special when lit. What's a special? A free game. So every time I land in there, when it's lit up, I'll get my 500 points and a special, a free game. Same goes for this side. These little side guys. This is what's so cool about electromechanical pinball, is most of the scoring and everything is not arbitrary. It's written somewhere on the playfield. So if you take your time, next time you go to a laundromat or a grocery store or an arcade or somebody's basement, take a look at the playfield first. Read it. It'll tell you stuff that, yeah, you can hit the ball, you can get points, but how to maximize on that stuff if you know what you're doing. So 10 points. I'll get this little dust off of here. So these side targets here and here, 50 points if they're not lit, and 100 points and advance. Again, it will advance your domino. These will shift their way around. Right now the two middle ones, and I think when it advances you'll have, like, let's say the right top and the bottom left, and then opposite for the next turn. Your side rollovers, nobody wants to lose a ball, at least on this particular game. And I say that because some games, especially older wood rails, it's not necessarily how you play. There's a lot of advantages to how you lose the ball. But that's another story for another day. So 100 points, or when lit, again, if you advance this domino all the way around, you'll see that lit up. There's a bunch of little red lights that light up on here. If you can advance this domino all the way around, you'll get another special. What causes the rotor target to turn? Every time the ball drops, it even tells you, spin roto. When you drop the ball, it'll spin that target. How does that work? So either there, or like we talked about with those two kick-out holes. So this guy is 10 points unless it's lit up, and it lights up randomly. I want to say maybe like on your second, and it's not by ball. I want to say it's by certain ones of these these dominoes that are lit up. This will light up, that's worth 100. So these targets, if you hit them, they're worth 100 points, unless that domino happens to match the lit one on the playfield. Right now, the number 4. So seeing there's different strategies you can take. You can either just keep hitting these if you want for 100, or you can try and hit these side targets to advance it, advance the playfield lights, the dominoes, to what you want. So like example, if I advance it here, the next one would be 2. This would be the next one to light. That's a number 2 domino. So this guy, if I hit it then, if this rotor target stayed right where it's at, this will be worth 100, but this would be worth 500. Don't mind the dogs barking in the background. They bark at any little thing. Everything's an emergency. And I have a house full of people, so sometimes it gets a little crazy. So there is one position on here, 1 or 2. See how this just kind of spins. This isn't the right way to do it. I'm just showing you. Okay, check that out. Star target. This is the good one. That one's 500 points, no matter what. And I believe, let's see, yeah, if you hit the star, it advances. It advances your domino. So it's kind of like a wild card. But let's see, what did this say down at the instructions? Hitting a rotor target when corresponding domino is lighted scores domino advance, so that also advances them, and the 500 points. So essentially the star is just like a wild card. It acts like whatever's lit there is what's going to give you the most points. So in this case, it happens to be a 4 and a star. So because this is on the 4, both of these would be worth 500 points. Now, once you do that, you advance this domino. This does not change unless it either drops or lands in these 2 kick-out holes. So with that being said, this 4 would no longer be worth 500. It would only be worth 100, but yet the star is always worth 500. So that's why if you can keep it as long as you can. That's going to be your fast track if you're good at aiming these little tiny 2-inch flippers. Thinking if I left anything out. Let's start a game without playing, just so we could see what's going on here. Real quick startup sequence. Look what happens. Okay, I'm going to cover up my light here. 5 is where it starts out. That's where my rotor target sits. So if I do this, here's just a 50 pointer. 50. Okay. If I hit the 100 in advance, see how that shifts? It's always changing. There's my 100 points. My dots here are low left, high right. The number 3 is lit now. And my shell target, or sunburst, whatever you want to call it. To me it looks like a shell. I think there's a particular name for it if you go and order the sticker. I did replace this sticker too, just because there's a wear line across the front of it. It just looks better. So right now, that's worth 100 instead of 10. Number 3, and that's a 4. That's worth 100. But yet, hit the star, there's 5. Okay, so it advanced the target. Change this to high left and low right. And it moved my lit rollovers over. And did you notice how my yellows are worth 10 points now? These are only 1. I have 3 different bell sounds on this. See, that's 1 point. These are 10. This is 10 now. I'm gonna land, air quotes, I'm gonna land in this hole right now. So this is giving me 500 points and it's gonna spin my rotor target and advance my domino. See how that works? It basically just pulls in that wheel, lets it free spin, and comes up and stops. There's no, it's not like it's moving at one spot. It just kind of gives it a little spin and locks it. So in most cases these will land in the right position. Occasionally it gets stuck in between, but I guess that's something I can look into also. So this is a 1. Neither one of these are 1. So they're only worth 100 points. Let's advance that again. Okay, number 2. Now check it out. 3 worth 100. If I can hit the ball up in here, because it's a 2, get 500, and it advanced. So let's take this thing. Watch, I can advance by this target right now, but now when I hit that same target, it's not lit up. It's only worth 50. There's a lot of aiming going on up here. I've read that people, some don't like it because they feel that once the ball is down on this half of the playfield, they have a hard time shooting back up through these areas. Well, then you just need to practice, that's all. They're not going to make a game that once you're past something, you're stuck forever. It's a game of skill, not gambling. So let's just advance this around so I could show you. See how it's just creeping around? Okay, 2 more advance. I'm on 2. Not lit up. Oops. Okay, so I'm on my last domino here. I made it to the 6. I believe that's only 6 on there. And if I remember right, there's not a 6 on this score wheel. I could be wrong. But check it out. Again, I say that a lot. These are lit up red because they're specials. There, 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 and there. So when it leaves, I get my 100 points and my credit. It was at 3. Here, I'll do another one. 5. If I hit it, but see, I told you there's a 5 max in there. So that says 5 now. Watch. Because it's 5 max, you didn't hear that pop of the knocker. But I still get my... Actually, what's going on? Maybe I didn't read right. Huh. Interesting. Maybe because it's on its way out. That's how it's set up. Check this out. Watch. If I hit something there, that frees up my... Oh, I do hear the motor, the score motor, when I hit these 100 pointers. But look, as the ball exits, I get the 1. And can you see how this rollover is here? Let's see if I can get my camera in there. It's a pin. It's not a ramp like these top ones. These top ones, it's made to go back and forth. You can do that. This only goes one way, so if I leave it, it's a pin. So it's either going to cut me or stop my ball. So even if I push it down, that's why, okay, it doesn't want somebody coming and getting this down here, especially with a special, and knocking the game back and forth, trying to build up replays. See, clever thinking. I'm learning this stuff just as you are. So, with all this said and done, I'm going to try and set up a tripod, and we'll play a couple games, see how this goes. I'm not all that great at it. Obviously 5207. Remember, we got a replay at 5200. I'm gonna bring the credits back down just so if for some reason I get more than one, like I'm gonna even hit 5 replays, but if I get more than that, we get the full popping effect. Alright, prepare to watch me suck. Yeah! Be back in a minute. Alright kids, let's watch some mediocre pinball playing on this Gottlieb Domino. Again, 1968. No promises, so hey man, if you set your standards low, you know, everything's that much better. Aww. Positive mediocrity. So here we go. Right now our rotor target says 2 and 3. As far as the dominoes go, I have 0 credits on the machine. I told you I was going to wind those back, so that way if for some ungodly reason I do make it past, you know, at least a couple credits, you hear some popping going on. But we'll try a couple games out. I'll have to let you know what the score is because I only have one camera set up, and I've left the glass off, so you may get a little bit more noise, so to speak, from the game itself. It's amazing how much glass insulates sound. So here we go, Domino. And I lied. I do that because when I reset it, I forgot to shoot the ball. So, false start. Here we go. Of course. I told you. 192. See how that roto target spins? Now we have 1 and 4, and number 3 is lit. So I will only get 100 if I hit those. Number 4. $481. Now our roto is 4 and 3. Number 4 is lit. One is lit now. That's awful. 803 and 4th ball. Okay, 4 and 3. Last ball. On this one, even the back glass says last ball in play. That's not on all games. That's just something I think for people standing around waiting. How long is this dude gonna be? Well, if it's me, they don't have to wait very long. They know it's last ball in play. And that was failure. Okay, what I noticed on this, there's an Easter egg, I guess. Upon game over, or which I guess now would be in attract mode, I'm going to pan up here. Okay, 2049, match number is 2, but check out the 6 in that girl's domino. It's blinking. I'm guessing that's just part of attract mode, but that only comes on during this mode after a game is over. So watch if I start it. Restart again. Sign's still blinking, but the domino does not. Alright, let's go back down here. Set up about where I want it. I need to get something that I can show you guys from overhead. That would be ideal. That'd be ideal position for me to stand and play too. I'm squatting behind this tripod right now. So the 2 is lit. The roto says 3 and 1. Let's see if we can't advance it. Why would? There we go. Come on. Awesome. 782. But we have 2 2s. Of course. Oh, so if we can get it in one side of that rotor, that'd be great. Nope. Because we're just advancing, that doesn't matter. See, that's frustrating. We're at 2013. Ball 4. Come on. I'm not much of a shaker, so to speak. My wife says any little move that I make on the machine that I'm cheating. I tried to explain the tilt mechanism and how it can be adjusted and everything else. She still considers it cheating, but that's why she rarely beats me. Because apparently I'm cheating. Whatever. Do what it takes to win. Ah, did you hear that? Okay, I got the 500. Okay, so close to replay. Replay's at 4,000. And I got 3337. Let's try it again. I don't know how they say they have a hard time shooting the ball back up. You just suck, even more than me, I guess. I'm doing awful. Ball 3 and I only got 280 points. Ah! 461. Ball 4. You are doing awful. I have only advanced the domino 1 position in 4 balls. That is a special kind of sad. Sometimes the ball is having trouble kicking out, so it rolls back and it keeps hitting that the switch at the bottom of the trough. So that's why you're seeing it, the rotor target spinning second time. I think it's hitting the apron. Sometimes it's a little too hard. Again, I went out with a bang with the 500 points again. 2045. Tell you what, let's turn off some lights here. Okay, lights are off. Some people like it, some don't. Some things are better in the dark. All right. Do this. Remember that was 2045. Let's try another one. There we go. $7.30. We're doing better in the first 10 seconds of this game as I did the whole game last time. And this one is the out lanes that kill you. 2191. $6.06 and last ball means 394 points. You'll hopefully hear a crack, and that will be a replay. Not gonna do it that way. Son of a... Oh, to the top, right as it exited. 4,011 points. So we have one credit. Let's do one more game. That star. Oh, you son of a... 320. Okay. That's the thing with all these old games. There is no ball save or timer. If you suck, you suck. It's just the way it is. Very unforgiving. I like these new games where you could play for 15-20 seconds, sometimes longer, and you'll get the ball back. This game does not care. Once you get 1 point on your first ball, it's on. Last ball, we're at 1823. 2064. So that last number's 4. Look what matched. It's a 4 right here. So in turn I get a free game for that. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video and find this camera at least better than my last one. I don't have that angry squirrel refocus all the time. This one, it seems to be doing pretty good. It is no longer a video virgin, so I'll learn how to get better with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could do me a huge favor and let me start out the new year by liking and hopefully subscribing to my channel. This is just a game go over. Basically, we go over these games, a little review. Some people want to see all this old stuff. We can, let me know if you want to go through the insides of stuff or take a look, whatever. I'm going to do some videos on that too. I deal mostly with electromechanical games, old-fashioned gaming. I'm sure we're going to eventually get some solid state and some new stuff in here, but if you guys like the videos and you want to see something different or think I should change something up, just suggestions, I'll take it with a grain of salt, and hopefully we can give a majority what they want. Now I've got some videos of fixing, repairing. I'm going to put some of buying your first pinball, how to know what you're looking at, how to know what to at least sound like you know what you're talking about. I want to do that type of stuff, but you guys have a wonderful new year, and stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Thanks.